When God places something in your heart, a goal, a vision, a dream, it's not for nothing. It has been placed inside your heart for a very good reason. It was not meant to be ignored or to let the enemy. Let me explain what I mean by the enemy. Your lower self, negative thinking, self shame, any aspects of what we might call your lower self, or what Christians might also call the devil. It's all the same thing, anyways, okay? But you can't let the enemy get to you. But you cannot let the enemy take hold of your consciousness and basically take away what your higher self, higher consciousness, or God basically has placed inside your heart. You got to go in, full dive in, right? With full confidence and full trust in the universe that everything is actually working out for you, for your own highest good, and your ultimate destiny, basically what God has in place for you. You got to go in with full belief, connecting you, your higher self, God, universe, whatever, right, is connecting you to your highest destiny. And this is in the plans for what God actually wants for your life, for you. Because the universe always wants the best for you. Always. I'll give you an example, okay? For me personally, in my own life, God has placed inside my heart to actually leave my country of Canada to become a healer, a spiritual teacher, also a natural medicine practitioner, also sometimes called a shaman. And basically leave my country to go to South America in Peru, literally by the Amazon, and basically learn from indigenous practices and also ancestral healing, connecting back more with nature, also connecting more with the universe on some level, and being able to be a better healer, also a better teacher for all of you. And guess what? I actually had to leave everything behind, you know, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, to leave my family, to leave my friends, to leave all of my old life behind, to leave the comfort, right? To fully dive in into the unknown. I had to go with full blind trust, literally, that it will actually work out for me. And I had to put my trust in the higher mind, higher consciousness. I had to put my trust in the Most High, regardless of whatever people around me, or right, or whatever some people were projecting what they thought was best for me, right? And whatever, whomever, had some doubts in my own path, and what God has placed inside my heart, I had to put all my faith, all my trust into that, not in humans. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, especially the past few years, because I actually left my country about 3.5 years ago. It was the hardest thing, but now my life has gotten so much better. I have received so many blessings because I have actually listened to what the universe has guiding me to do, and what God has placed inside my heart. That's what you want to do. I have met my wife here. Also, I have learned from ancestral healing and also indigenous practices, with different natural medicines to help heal people on different levels. Basically serving people natural medicines here in Peru. And to be honest with you guys, I've never been happier. I will make more video on my journey and what I actually has gone through, in the years on my own journey, as it might potentially inspire some of you into actually taking the journey into your own dreams, aspirations, and whatever the universe has played inside your heart, because it is actually a lot more important than you think. Because you don't want to live in regrets later down in life, like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, but I've never done it, right? So if you actually want to learn more on my journey and what I actually gone through to get to where I'm at right now, well, please go and follow me on my YouTube channel, Spiritual Self Mastery Official. And there's a playlist that I literally called The Journey. And it literally starts from the very beginning. Go and check it out if you're interested. All that to say, my friends, that you should never ignore what God has placed inside your heart, okay? Because it has a very, very important purpose for your own growth and your own happiness. If you actually ignore that voice, that thing that has been placed by the universe inside your heart, you might actually regret it, and you don't want that, Even if it might be actually very scary to dive in, full dive, into the unknown, into the unfamiliar, to actually follow this. Because it's a little bit scary sometimes because we can't always plan it. We have to dive into the unknown, right? And sometimes that can be very scary to leave our stability for instability during this period until we actually create the new life that is actually meant for us. And then, my friends, this is exactly where all the magic is at, literally, okay? In the unknown, in what you haven't actually explored yet. In that process, you'll also discover one of the best and most beautiful version of yourself as it unfolds before your very eyes. You absolutely got this, my friend, okay? I am 100% backing you. You got this, okay? You got all the confidence. You can go and chase and actually achieve all those dreams. Have a beautiful day. Love all of you guys.